people weren't allowed to do science, so they needed a kind of a secret language. $25,920 gone until you reach the same place again and have the northern star at the same place. The axis of the earth is wobbling. That one creates the movement of the northern star. Gravity isn't explained by the scientists. They don't have a formula for gravity. Look it up, you won't find it. They have Einstein and people that came up with a concept of relativity, he calls it, not reality. He's not explaining reality. He just says that all things are relative to each other and how they... When we look at Stonehenge, it all deals with this procession, the wobble of the earth due to the moon. The changing northern star, you had Alpha Draconis and the one we got now. And when you go to the Vatican and you look at that construction in front of the Vatican, it's a sundial. At the 24th December, it points towards Orion. You can just, from the Vatican, look straight onto Orion's belt. What we got within this Masonic tools is the possibility to do science. Once you got the circle, you also got the middle of this circle. So you take a ruler and you come to this place, because from here to here, it's also 90 degrees here. And maybe the angels in the Bible stem a bit from this angle. We got these 54 degrees. If you take those twice, you have the holy number 108. 36 twice, you get to those 72. In Zurich, there are Jews walking around with a hat. From the side, it looks like a square, but seen from top, that hat is a circle. Vitruv or Leonardo and even Agrippa von Nettesheim, 3 people that were picturing a human standing in a circle, kind of pointing to 5 distinct points within this circle, might also signify a kind of a hidden language. It says in the Masonic Lodge, upon this Masonic floor, or the precursor was a carpet with this pattern, you did business. 6 parted to 5, resulting in 1.2. 1 and 2 is 3. 2 and 3 is 5. 3 and 5 is 8. Continuing, we end up at the number 144 again. And if you put a degree, you got it in the 5-pointed star up here. If one part is as big as one part and the other part is as big as 2 of those parts, same parts, you get to the golden mean. So what we do is we always have the golden mean in mind, because then we can be sure that what we construct has a natural harmonic look that is familiar to our eyes. Golden mean row of numbers. And if you start with a queen bee, you end up at these numbers as well. So that's why the queen has the bee stitched onto her clothes. If you have a droplet of water, that one has a charge, plus, minus, that's within water. So you always have plus, minus, a electromagnetic frequency going. Because this force is towards a dense inner part, and this movement is towards a not so dense outer part. What you got is these one line coming back. So you have going to the middle and then going back. And the flower of life embedded within this circle. Usually this one needs to be 2 lines going around this, indicating a membrane between a 3-dimensional figure that has 6 axes and a 3-dimensional figure that has 10 axes. You have a slightly different outer surrounding. So to say, the 2 outer surroundings now again form this membrane, and they call it the breathing of the cell. So it doesn't really matter how often they've been rewriting and transcribing the Bible. The number 144 is in the apocalyptic book of the Bible, and there it's actually something 1440 or something, or even, I don't know. It's the secured ones there that get to be taken to wait. Well, they're the secured ones, but they're gonna die in the end anyhow. They get to live during the horrible time, but in the end they'll also face the second judgment. And then all restarts in a heavenly kingdom. Heavenly can't be of earth, on earth. So it's all gone and lost anyhow. But the number appears in the Bible. Twelve times 12 again equals 144. And so maybe it wasn't bread that was to be broken and shared, within each other. Maybe it was apple. So when you break the apple, you see Eva's private parts, but when you cut it horizontally, you also have a 5-pointed star.